Hi guys, it's John Mansell, exboozehound. Hope you're well. I believe this vlog is going to be called Mania, Madness, Mayhem and Management of. The weird look that I'm managing to get at the moment is because I'm in the back garden and I've got a nice fire going. I don't know if I can switch the camera around, so I'll just show you a little bit. That was harder than I thought it was going to be. That was pathetic. So yeah, obviously over the last 6-8 weeks I've been working really hard to get the next book published, which I did on the 18th of September, and I was only able to do that really because, as I say, towards the end somewhere, I picked the book back up around about the 4th of July and I was going to put some effort into getting it finished, and I was only really able to do that because I felt in a pretty good place after what had been quite a hard slog of 2023, issues with the back, not being able to exercise in 2023. I hurt my back in January, went to the doctors and they said it was mechanical back pain and just take some ibuprofen. March I was in an NHS physio, and when I saw her she said, "My God, you're bent over, aren't you?" Perhaps shouldn't have used that phrase, but that was roughly that. And I said yes, and we discussed that it was affecting my mental well-being, and that she said that she was going to fast track it up to the next level to get me an MRI as soon as possible. I had that MRI in September. I'm going to move back here because I'm getting shot with flames. I had that MRI back in September, and then I didn't get the results until March 2024. So 14 months. I have today had a very positive interaction with Halesview. I've emailed a number of people to say that Halesview and a number of people at Halesview and duty get 10 out of 10. Black Country Mental Health Trust gets 7 out of 10, and there is a particular reason why they drop 3 points, but I won't bother you with that now. It's only something minor, but what I try to point out, or I will be pointing out more, is that what seems like a very minor thing can make somebody who is moving rapidly towards mania lose the plot. Now, I almost accepted something and then realised that if I was to accept what was being said, that I wouldn't know what was going on. So I pushed it, and I fed back my disappointment in that particular interaction to the wonderful lady who was working on duty, and I've let a couple of people know at Black Country National Health Trust that I've done a bit of work with, that I've given Halesview a 10 out of 10, but Black Country National Health Trust a 7 out of 10. And if they want more information on why that is, I'm happy to give it them. So I put a lot of work into getting the next book, A to Z Guide Part 2, published. I knew it was damaging me, but I thought I could manage it, and I did probably up until I finally managed to get it published. And then in theory you'd think, well, now you can relax, John. And didn't quite work out that way. So I've had a couple of situations over the weekend where I've lost the plot. Not massively, but yeah, particularly yesterday, a situation where I put myself into a situation that could have been, could have had negative repercussions. That's the story I'm not going to tell, and that's something that I've got to carry for myself. Probably nothing will come of it, so it'll be okay. So yeah, Mania, madness, mayhem, and management of it. I'm diagnosed with a couple of things, main one being bipolar, and it's hard going. And I think some people look at me and just think, look at him not having to work and living off benefits. Why doesn't he get off his arse and go back to work? And I can understand that, but it's just not possible. And I haven't got enough time to explain to people who feel like that at the moment why it's not possible, but it isn't. Partly because of the poor service I had initially with the NHS and the time it took me to get to see a psychiatrist. I addressed that a little bit again in the book that I've just published, but many reasons. But yeah, so I knew I needed help. I was managing it. I got the opportunity to relax a bit, and I guess the floodgates opened. And the lesson that I'm learning from that, and perhaps the reason I'm doing this vlog, and the reason I'm sitting outside just to be outside and having a fire, is I just need something to relax me. And I know this has helped before, and I've had a stockpile of wood in the garage, cut up pallets for a while, and I knew I needed this today. I had a bit of a nap earlier. I woke up and I was buzzing around the house like Billy the Wiz, listening to punk rather loudly because my dad's gone away. And then I realised I needed to calm down, so I ended up lying on the landing with two back supports around me, with a pillow under my head, smoking a fag. And then when it came to getting up, that was not easy. But yeah, so I realised that I had to stop running around like Billy the Wiz. Is it Billy the Wiz? And I needed to do something else that was going to relax me, and I know this does. May not relax the neighbours, and I will apologise to them if it doesn't. But yeah, so I pushed myself too far. I felt I needed to, because I didn't want to give up on getting the book published. I really wanted to get it done, because the majority of it had been written probably by end of 2022, when I was in a really great place. I was at my fittest, and then January happened, and now I'm in a situation where my back's agony. I'm going to private physiotherapy. My cholesterol is off the charts. I've been given statins. I haven't started taking them yet, because I'm sure the GP said he was going to put me on 10 milligrams, and he's given me 20. So I need to have a conversation with him about that before I take them. And also with everything else that's going on, I'm not too sure whether I want to add more medication into the equation. Part of the conversation today has been with duty. They spoke to my psychiatrist, and we're going to have a small modification of my medication, reduction in one of the meds, suggestion of an increase in another one of the meds, which I've fought back against for now. They're going to call me on Monday. I don't want to go back on the 1,000 milligrams of that. I'm currently on 750, and I knew going down to 750 it made me feel again. I was numb on 1,000, and being on 750 made me feel, but then ultimately probably led to me getting heightened and getting manic and whatever. So got a small alteration to my medication. I got up at 4:30 this morning again. Didn't get to bed till 11 o'clock last night, and I went to Halesview this morning at 9:30. And yeah, they were brilliant. So I guess the whole point of this mania, mayhem, madness, and management of it is don't push your mental health, mental well-being to the limits like I almost did. It's not worth it. I'm glad I got the book published. I'm really proud of that. I'm really chuffed to bits about that. But I've now got to, I might go back to, I don't know whether you remember, I used to use a little thing, and it was a brain light sitting back. It's getting dark, I need to put some more wood on. I need to end this. Sitting back on a lounge chair. I've got to go into relaxation mode. So yeah, I'm going to stop there. Don't gamble with your mental well-being. I haven't gambled. I've just pushed it a little too far, and got close to paying the price. Not for 1 minute did I ever think anything on the suicidal front. Not 1 second, not once. And I'm only saying that now because it doesn't matter how bad it gets, that's not the answer. It's just not the answer. And I promise you, if you're going through a bad time at the moment, if I can get through this, if I can get through shit like this, I'll get sworn now, then I know you can too, because you're a warrior. And as I like to call us, a life experience warriors. You're amazing. You've got 100% success rate of getting through these situations, and you'll get through this one too. I need to go and get some more wood, so enjoy the good and ride out the bad, and it'd be interesting to see whether this looks a bit creepy, and if it does, let us know. And obviously Google, go on Amazon, A to Z Guide of Navigating Mental Illness, Addiction and Associated Issues Part 2. Get it bought, get it read, get it reviewed. See you later, gang. Enjoy the good. Gang, where the hell does that come from? Enjoy the good and ride out the bad. Take it easy, take care of yourself. Bye bye.